Hello everyone. So in the last video we have seen how we can make a language model, right? And in order to handle any length sequence we have used recurrent neural network where we have single weight or same weight will be utilized multiple times for all the inputs, right? But there was one big challenge, like if you have a longer sequence, in that case while it is reaching to end of the sequence, then whatever findings in the initial sequence that is almost gone till reaching in this point, means it is not able to take care very long sequence, or it is not able to maintain the information till last point. This is well known problem that is known as vanishing gradient problem. So let's understand into detail and then we'll see how to solve this problem, right? So let's go into the detail. So the effect of vanishing gradient is different here, right? In the previous example, in the previous video, while we talk about the convolution neural network or neural network, the vanishing gradient was the impact in the weight while we are doing training. Here we can see the impact of vanishing gradient is little bit different. Let's look into this example. So what it is saying, when she tried to print her tickets, she found that the printer was out of toner. She went to a stationery store to buy more toner. After installing the toner into the printer, she finally print her. Now what will be the correct value? The correct answer will be the print her ticket, right? But ticket was appear somewhere here. Now after long term, or you can say after at least two sentences, we got the correct answer. It means till your recurrent neural network reach here, the information of tickets is almost gone, or nowhere the ticket will be, right? So means how we need to modify this neural network, this recurrent neural network, or what new things will add, so that once it will reach to this point, it will able to get the information from very longer distance. So this is one example. This happens multiple times while we'll try to solve the language modeling problem, right? So here we can say this particular point till it is reaching here, your gradient impact of gradient will be almost nullified, right? So let's see how to solve this challenge, right? Before jumping into that, what is the effect? So for example, in case of language modeling task, suppose someone say the writer of the books. Now what should be the correct answer? It should be the is, right? But the is information is coming from way back. But if you can say neural network is looking immediately, or impact of immediate word will be higher than previous, then the answer will come from language model is R, which is incorrect. So in that way, if you have RNN network, it is better learning for sequential recency. Means if you have something very recent, then your RNN language model able to take care very well. But syntactic recency is not taken very efficiently with RNN language model, right? So we have to, now we got the challenge. Now we have to see what is the problem. So before jumping into that, let's look into the graphical intuition. So in this way, while we are training the network, suppose we are taking 4 words in one picture, and in that case, while you train the network, you have weight here, then dot product with your output value, then here, then again dot product with the output value, here we have input, here we have input, and so on. Finally we got your final answer, right? So if you take least example first, your weight value will be dot product with the, then writer, then of, then the, then books, right? Finally it will try to predict is or any other thing, right? So now the same thing happen here. So in order to predict is, first suppose you are in the training phase. So at the time of training, it is producing something, the probability distribution, then it will compare with the is probability, is vector, right? So in that case it will give some error and then it will back propagate. Now here back propagation will start from here and will reach here, that is our assumption. Like once it will reach here, we will have some information from the last value. But in RNN, it is something like backpropagation with time. So what is that? Once it reach here, it will do the dot product. So chain rule, we are using the chain rule, so in that case it will take the dot product here, then slowly we are reaching the dot product, and finally you will get some value. So as your gradient will reach here, because you are doing the dot product with a smaller value, it will become more small, until it is reaching here, the impact is almost nullified, right? But the impact of recent is much higher, or whatever the close by. So that is the problem. So here your model is taking more effect, or you can say more effect from the near values than the long term effect. That is the challenge with this RNN network. So how to solve this? So in order to solve this challenge, researchers introduce a new variety of network, that is long short term memory network, that is LSTM network. Now what this LSTM is, it has three gates. One gate is the forget gate, second is the input gate, and third is the output gate. It contains three different gates. So it means it has three different phases to give the output, or output go from three different phases, right? Now here we have sigmoid function. Now what sigmoid is? It has the value between 0 and 1. So suppose we are dealing with the forget gate, and your information is going to the forget gate. Now forget gate has between value between 0 to 1. So if a particular word that is not really important for generating the next word, then this forget gate will put value close to 0. Means it will put the value close to 1. Means you need to forget, you do not keep it for a longer time, right? But a value that is impacting the output that has value 0 means you have to remember it very long time. And this concept is implemented with a different matrix, that is the forget matrix. So means your forget matrix and UF matrix will take care those implementation. Similarly, we have input gate, whatever input is coming that will go through here, and we have output gate, the final output is coming from here. So means your one cell, one LSTM cell consists of these 6 matrices, and a pair of matrix will represent one variety of you can say one variety of information, right? So now let's see how exactly it will utilize. So let's look into the visual perspective, how this will be look like. So this is your LSTM, one LSTM unit, right? So here we have one important part, that is the cell. In this cell you can check out there is no activation function involved here. Only we have multiplication and addition, no activation function. Means the information that was in the RNN, it was compressed due to the activation function between 0 and 1, that is gone. Once that information is going in a full flow, it means while we are doing the back propagation, the information of gradient will also come in the full flow. Now what these gates will do, this forget gate, this sigmoid gate, whatever information is important that will be added here, and what is not important that will be discarded with the help of this sigmoid function or forget information. Similarly, we have another gate, that is the input gate. Whatever input is coming, that will come here, and if you want to add it in the cell, that will be added. And finally whatever output is coming, that is going from this sigmoid, and that will be added in the output. So means the cell information will come here, and the current input information will also come here, and based on that the final output is coming. So means in the LSTM what we have done, we have made another cell. That cell is responsible to keeping the information from a very long distance. That is the beauty behind this cell contained. Now as we are taking output from cell also, and the current input also, means it will take care of the long term dependency along with the current impact of current input. So that is the beauty behind the long short term memory, right? So this architecture makes easier for RNN, the RNN kind of network, to preserve a long term information from a very long distance, right? That is the beauty behind the LSTM network. But again, LSTM doesn't guarantee that there will be no vanishing and exploiting gradient, but it provides a better way to handle this situation, right? Now there is another upgradation on LSTM on 2014, that is GRU. Here in the GRU, instead of having 3 gates, they are making 2 gates, but trying to implement the similar way, or you can say similar operation in an efficient way, right, with only fewer matrix. So previously we have 6 matrix. Now in case of GRU, gated recurrent unit, we have only 4 matrix in the picture, right? So with that 4 matrix, it is trying to solve the same long-term dependency problem what is solved by the LSTM network. As they have lesser matrix, means they have lesser computation, and it is much faster and performing similar as or even better as the LSTM. So that is the GRU. Now in the next video, we'll talk about further enhancement for various tasks. Thank you guys.